So I'm going to share with you my very predictably crappy experience shopping at Target, but how it turned into a win. And I'm going to share with you a much, much, much better alternative to shopping at Target. But first, a lot of stores these days, they're requiring that we wear masks. So I got my mask on, and if you're going to go into one of these stores that requires wearing masks, I suggest something like this that covers everything, where you can't see anything. You can't even see my eyes out of this, because first of all, that meets the requirement. But second of all, it's just kind of fun to see how it freaks people out. So many people, well, not where I live, but definitely around the world right now, they're freaked out by this invisible thing that you can't see, this invisible threat, the invisible enemy. Never mind the invisible God that we have that is behind everything. So, well, not behind everything, because we have free will to create evil. But anyways, they require these masks. It's fun to see how it freaks people out. And the people in the stores, are they more worried about being robbed, or are they worried about the invisible thing that's going around? So anyways, I recommend something like this. And if you go into these stores that require masks, most people, probably at least half, if not more than half, are not even wearing the mask correctly. You see it down below their nose, where it really wouldn't do anything anyways, but it meets the requirement. It doesn't do anything, but it meets the requirement. So how stupid that is, but I'll take this off. Okay, that was fun, wasn't it, for an opening? So anyways, my son, who's just over 1 year old, he's growing like a weed, man, as kids that age do. And he outgrew his current pair of shoes. They're too tight for him. They're not comfortable. So we had to go to the mall to look for a pair of shoes. And the first place my mom wanted to hit up was this shoe store. We go in there, and as soon as we take a look at those kid shoes, it's like, man, we're back out the door. It was crazy. These shoes, the shoes that were on sale for 1 year olds were $35, on sale from $45. But it's so stupid to spend that much money on kids' clothes that they're just going to outgrow within a couple months. 2 to 3 months, they're going to need something new. So unless you have a lot of kids on the way, it's really dumb. Especially, it doesn't matter. Kids don't need anything fancy. They just need something that's comfortable, that protects the feet. So then my mom actually wanted to go to Target. And I knew we weren't going to find anything in Target because, first of all, about 3-4 months ago, I went into Target and I said to myself, this is the last time I'm ever going in Target, because it was so overpriced, especially in the groceries part. Everything was so overpriced. There was no good deals. There was nothing interesting in there, nothing that I couldn't live without, especially at those insanely high prices where you can get the same stuff so many other places, so much cheaper. And on top of that, I'm against shopping at Target because they're donating money to Black Lives Matter. So the people that broke into their store, looted their stores, destroyed their stores, costing them all this money, they're paying basically ransom money to these people. So they're rewarding people for bad behavior. So knowing that, I wouldn't advise anyone to shop at that place, which is so overpriced. So think about this. The people that legitimately go through life trying to do the right thing, trying to live life the right way, trying to pay money for things honestly, they will jack up their prices and charge people like us so they can give money to the people that are looting and destroying their stores. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Anyone that would want to do that is crazy in my mind. So just to humor my mother, we go in. Like I said, I know we're not going to get anything at that store. Even before all this nonsense, it was so overpriced. So kids' shoes in there, they were about the same. The cheap kids' shoes, for babies, keep in mind, were around $20. Those were the cheap ones. The other ones go up to about $45. So we walk out of there, and my dad's kind of agitated because he thinks these prices are crazy, as they are, as any normal person would. Top that on with, and my dad's also not happy that they donate money to Black Lives Matter. And if right before making this video, I actually went to Target's Instagram and everything was about black people. We need to support black people. You need to support black people. We give money to black people. And also the alphabet agenda, the pride alphabet agenda. That's every post of theirs on Instagram. So basically, if you're a conservative person, if you're a Jesus lover, something like that, they want to give money and support everything that is the opposite of your beliefs, probably if you're just an average, normal person. So we go out of there. Before we even went to the mall, my dad was telling my mom, hey man, we got to go to H&M. And my mom's going, oh, I think that's going to be too expensive. And my dad's like, no, we got to go check it out. So we leave Target and now we're dragging my mom to H&M. So we go to H&M. We find a pair of shoes. They're a little bit big for my son, but we got them anyways. He'll grow into them. And I bought a lovely, beautiful dress for my wife, which I can show you right here. So it's black, might not show on camera that well, but it's actually a very pretty black dress for my wife, long sleeve dress. And we got a pair of shoes. I will hide the price tag here because that's still attached. So we got these pair of shoes for the kid, which we're guessing these will fit him maybe around Christmas time, sometime in winter. They're slightly big, but how much do you think that we paid at H&M for this lovely dress for my wife and a pair of shoes for my son? Any guesses? Well, I can tell you, with tax, including the tax for these two items, the lovely dress and the pair of kids' shoes, I had to pay a whopping $5.14. $5.14. That would get you about nothing of substance or value at a place like Target. So we walked out of there and my dad was still a little agitated at these other stores and he was saying how these other stores, they can go out of business for all I care. There's no value and you have to be a complete idiot, because he was saying that even if he was someone like Bill Gates, that's a billionaire, he doesn't like the feeling of being taken advantage of. And when you go to a store like Target, that's all they're doing to you. They're taking advantage of you. They want you to go through life, and if you're a working class person, you probably work hard for your money. Maybe even do something dangerous for your money if you're in law enforcement, or if you're a firefighter, or if you're doing a lot of other types of jobs out there. You might be putting your life on the line for your money. Do you want to give any more of it away than you have to these large corporations that are working against your interests anyways?